Students in cost accounting, advanced cost accounting, the third unit is related to the budget and the budgetary control. So first of all, let us start it with the concept and the introduction portion. All of us know that budgets are business estimate for future period, first thing, and secondly, a system of achieving performance on the basis of budgets. Thus, budget is mainly, or you can say, this controlling system is one of the significant technique of controlling the unnecessary wastage and keeping balance between the revenue and the expenditure. The another term in this chapter is known as budgetary control. Well, budgetary control is a system of procedures used to ensure that an organization's actual revenue and expenditure adhere closely to its financial plan. Well, students, again, if we just go through this definition and meaning, budgetary control is a system of procedures used to ensure that an organization's actual revenue and expenses are closely related to its plan, that is related with the finance or monetary terms. Here what we have to do, again, two aspects are there: revenue and expenditure. Another important factor relating with the budgetary control, that this control is important because spending excess have an unfavorable impact on corporate profits. Well, the key principles are, if we say that how this budgetary control is giving its maximum utilization, or the key principles are the management support for successful implementation of the budget. Well, here the management support is necessary. If the top managers are coordinating with the bottom and the middle management, then definitely it is going to be a successful implementation. Another things, all the employees should be involved while preparing the better budget for the organization. Another point, the key principle is related with the responsibility accounting. All the authorities and responsibilities should be equally distributed. The labors, the workers are related with responsibility accounting also. Flexibility. Here, one thing more we can add, that is flexibility. Flexibility is the basic element of budget where we can make the changes time to time whenever they are required. Communication of results. Now, communication. If the communication is from top to bottom and from bottom to top, then the budget is going to be very successful. So, these are some key principles that are related with the budget. Now, why? The question comes before us: what are the main objectives of budgeting control, or why the budgetary control is necessary for an organization? All of us know that it starts from planning of our financial terms. We have to coordinate different departments, efficiency and economy. We have to ensure that the efficient workers are doing their work in very economical way. We have to make ensure about the unnecessary wastages. Increase in profitability, this is the maximum goal of any enterprise, where we have to look after the profitability, that we are achieving that goal also. Anticipation of future capital expenditure, here again that is related with our future estimation. The future is prepared from the past expenses and keeping future in its mind. Control on deviations, here variations should be controlled. It is very much necessary for the organization that through the budget system, through the budgetary control, we can control the variances, we can control the wastages that are related with material, labor and overheads. Evaluation, this is a last objective of the budgetary control, where we have to evaluate our necessary actions. We have to check what we have done and where the corrections are needed. So students, the main objects of budgetary control, it actually work as the management system. So it takes all the management things in its important part. Well, now thus budgetary introduced an element of definities in planning. As I say, the planning, organization, staffing, controlling are necessary for any budgetary control. So it will, if the company is preparing a fair budget, a motivated budget, so definitely it will increase the efficiency among the workers. If the proper communication is in the organization, so the result will also positive. There will be a strong communication between the workers, between the boss and workers, and between the workers and workers. Control, here control, what we are controlling, we are controlling the wastages, we are controlling the variations. Well, coordination, the coordination is related with different staff, different departments and different members. So again, for any successful budget, coordination is quite necessary. Delegation of authority, as all of us know that delegation of authority is a key feature of management. So here in cost accounting, in budgetary control, this delegation of authority is again shows its positive impact. Motivation, now time to time we are motivating the workers, and that is also through the budget. And the last and the utmost feature of budgeting control is to maximize the profit. If the expenses are reducing, definitely it is going to increase the profit. So ultimately you can say that the necessary or important factor of budget, or the key principle, the main criteria is to control and to provide the benefits to the organization through a proper strategy, and that is also through budget. Well students, when we talk about the benefits of budgeting, benefits, if we are taking all these elements, if we are involving all these necessary steps in our budget, so the benefits of budget, that simply it will provide us 100% control over our money. So you can say the budgetary control is a very much necessary step for controlling our money, and that is also 100%. Now the other importance is we can track our financial goals. We can just control, we can just track our financial goals, that what are those goals and how we can achieve them. It also helps to organizing spending. We have to organize the spending pattern of our organization, and from the limited resources we can do our financial decisions, we can make it very strong. So you can say that the benefits of budgeting are related with financial decisions also. Well, the benefit of budgeting, if we add one more thing, that it will also help for creating a cushion for unexpected expenses. All of us know that the three major area, or the three main key elements of expenses are material, labor and overheads. So here, through the proper budget, through a fair budget, through a successful budget, we can control unexpected expenses. So it also helping here for making a cushion for unexpected expenses. Well, let's move on. Now, what are the steps in budgeting control? There are main steps for creating the budget. First is called establishing a plan or target of performance, where students, budget is prepared. It is always through a proper planning, plotting, program and policies. Second is record the actual performance. Okay, here actual performance is always taken as a necessary step, where we have to record our expenses, we have to record all the actual expenses which are occurring in the organization. Third step is compare the actual performance with the planned. Now here in the third step we are creating the standards. Standards are the key factor for any organization where we have to compare, making comparison between the actual and the planned performance, so that we can come to know about the changes, about the variances or deviations. And last is calculate the differences or variances and the reason for them. That is basically the controlling function, where we have to control where, when, why, what are all the factors that are involved in this step, where we have to calculate the differences, the causes, and we have to stop them, we have to control them or minimize those reasons behind the variances. Now again one thing comes before us, that how we prepare the budget, or who are those key elements that who prepare the budget. So mainly students, budgets are prepared by purchase manager, sales manager, production manager, finance manager, marketing manager, accountant and costing department. So you can say that budget is prepared by various departments. Basically it starts from the purchasing, moves to sales, then production, finance, marketing, accountant is also involved in budgets, and final is the costing department. Well, when we classify our budget here, if we divide the budget into various parts, so on the basis of time, students, there are long-term budgets which are basically more than 5 years, short-term budgets which are within the budgets whose time period is within 1 year, that comes under the short-term budget. So basically the government, the official, the nationwide budgets are related with the long-term budget, and mainly the short-term budgets are the monthly reports, the quarterly reports or the annually reports that are related with the short-term budget. Now second classification of budget is on the basis of feasibility. So feasibility, when we talk about this term, then there are three types of budgets: balanced budget, surplus budget and deficit budget. Again these type of budgets are related with government, where the government has to show their balance, their surplus or deficit between the revenue and expenditure. Now the third type of budget is on the basis of actual activity level. Now this type of budget is used by the organization. The two types are fixed budget and flexible budget. So students, classification of budget is divided into three parts. One is on the basis of time, long term and short term budget. Second one is on the basis of feasibility, balanced budget, surplus budget and deficit budget. And third type of budget is on the basis of activity level, fixed and flexible budget. Now in this unit we will talk about on the basis of activity level, where we have to go thorough fixed budget and flexible budget. Well, let us continue on the basis of activity level. Well students, as I say, on the basis of activity level there are two kinds of budget, fixed and flexible. Now let us take it one by one. If we talk about the fixed budget, as the name says, this budget does not change with the actual volume of output achieved. Where the flexible budget, it can be suitably recasted quickly according to the level of activity attained. It simply means in the first budget the output, the production level remained same, but the inflexible budget we can make changes in our output level or in our production level. Second, the feature of flexible budget is it assumes that conditions would remain static. Again, as it is related with fixed budget, so definitely we can't make it flexible. On the other hand, flexible budget is designed to change according to changing condition. As the conditions are changing, the internal and external, we can make certain changes in the flexible budgets. The third quality of fixed budget is costs are not classified according to their variability, that is fixed, variable and semi-variable, while costs are classified according to the nature of their variability. So students, all of us know that some costs are fixed, some are variable and other are semi-variable. If these are not taken in that budget, that will be known as the fixed budget. But in the flexible budget, we always consider the costs according to their classification. We make first group for fixed budget, second for variable and third for semi-variable. And according to this classification, we solve our numericals. Another feature related with fixed budget is it is difficult to forecast accurately the results in it. Because of their static nature, we can't make forecasting very easily, while it clearly shows the impact of various expenses on the operational aspect of the business. So students, this is very interesting quality of flexible budget, where we can clearly show the impact of various expenses because we are classifying it according to the nature. So definitely we are very much clear about the impact of various expenses and the aspects also, what aspect is on the business. Okay, now let us just go through these two budgets. First, let's talk about the fixed budget. As I say, fixed budget is static in nature. Fixed budget never registers the changes in preparation of a budgeting, being prepared for irrespective level of production. Okay, so this is the quite interesting quality of fixed budget, that we can't make changes. There are certain level of production in which we have to make the solutions. While the another type of budget is the flexible budget, students. That flexible budget we can make changes time to time according to the need. Well, after reading the qualities of both budget, what is the conclusion? What are the outcomes? Fixed budget is mainly based on assumptions. Assumption based budget is called the fixed budget, which are unrealistic, and so this is not applicable to business concerns. Okay, so it simply highlights that the fixed budget is the use of fixed budget is very narrow. Why, students? Because of its limited qualities, this fixed budget is based on assumption. So practically we don't use this one. But if we talk about flexible budget, it is more practicable. Okay, so all the numericals we will do further that will be related with the flexible, because it has its own practical importance. Now, utility of flexible budget, students. If we talk about the utility, what are the uses, what are the merits of this flexible budget? Seasonal nature business. Mainly the flexible budget is used by those business which are related with seasonal products. Okay, business of dynamic nature also use the flexible budget because they can make changes time to time according to the need of time. International or multinational trade, if our business is related with international or multinational trade, then also if they go through any budget, that will be the flexible budget. Another utility of this flexible budget is demand of good is not regular. Okay, if our customers are not regular, if they are flexible, then again the company will go for the flexible budget, which lot changes takes place frequently. Okay, if again we have to make changes frequently in our product, in our place, in our promotion techniques, then also the budget is prepared, that will be the flexible budget. Well, a business unit or firm in which consumer income is changing, habits are changing and interests are changing, they will definitely go for the flexible budget. So in short, students, we have to make a very careful study of expenses, activity level and modifications while computing the flexible budget. And in practical use, flexible budget is very much significant if we compare it with the fixed budget. Thanks.